This video has been sponsored by the Hit Tweet service. Make sure that you use the code I'm too dumb to make my own hit tweet to get completely ratioed on every tweet you make. Hey you, do you like Knuckles? Here we go.
What is it?
Do you know how happy the community was when in Sonic Frontiers they fixed the way Sonic's friends act? Me neither, but I'm sure they were really excited. For the past 19 years, counting from Sonic Frontiers' release date, everyone was so weird compared to who they really were. Or at least, who they were before then. After Sonic Adventure 2, or Sonic Adventure, it's almost like the writers were challenged only to view key moments of each character, and then start writing without any other knowledge about them, leaving their dialogue feeling Uncanny Valley-esque. Let's start by talking about Amy Rose, the Hedgehog, the third ever Sonic character, and Knuckles. Featuring Don. In Amy's first appearance, she was totally head over heels for Sonic, but in my own opinion, that'd be more about her age, and how she likes heroism and anything. Despite what Sonic Heroes says, I don't believe it. To be frank, I think Amy was probably doing all of this in some way to get to know the person who always has her back. And considering she's all alone at the beginning of Sonic CD, I think it's safe to assume that Sonic is the first significant person in Amy's life. Moving forward in the classic era, Amy was still like that, but grew less attached to Sonic over time. Probably after she got her signature Pico Pico hammer, where instead of getting Sonic involved with Metal Sonic, she takes it upon herself to actually bring Metal Sonic over to Eggman's lair despite what he's done. Maybe because she knows that if anything shady happens, she can protect herself. In Sonic Adventure, Amy is a competent being, at least at the end. During the story, she's still like, "Sonic, help me! I'm being taken by this giant robot! Sonic, help me! I don't have anyone else to go on a date with! Sonic, help me! I don't know how to tie my shoes!" Crazy, I know. Although Amy can clearly help herself, she still relies on Sonic because of her savior complex. Thanks, dog. Okay, see you later. Bye, dog. Bye. Bye. Amy is able to keep Birdie safe, but possibly due to that savior complex, she doesn't realize it and gets stolen by Zero. Only by realizing that Birdie was in a helpless state, she resolved to help find its family, and finally destroy Zero. She tells herself that she'll make that Sonic respect her, and by then, it'll be too late. Oh god, where's Dexter? Instead of being the side character to someone else's story, she'll be the main character to her own. Besides the speech that touched the hearts of countless damsels in distress, in Sonic Adventure 2, it's clear that actions speak louder than words. Yeah, that New Year's resolution definitely didn't work the way she intended it to, since instead of falling back on Sonic, she just falls back on Tails and Sonic, and is still relegated to the side character role. She has a bit of importance to the story, like breaking Sonic out of jail, helping Shadow get his memories back, and being a hostage. You're doing great, Amy! But only one of them was even significant, because Tails was the one who even brought Amy to Sonic's jail cell. He probably could have broken him out, and being a hostage is never useful. But telling Shadow that there's more to life than brooding about the darn kids and their guns, that Amy gets her few seconds of fame. I also feel the need to say that Amy really should have gotten a playable segment in Prison Lane, Sonic 06 style, but needless to say, she was kind of thrown to the fan in Adventure 2. Yet in Sonic Heroes, she was thrown into a blender. Amy is so attached to Sonic the Hedgehog, you'd wonder if it's mating season. I mean, geez, why did they even bother trying to make her into a self-sufficient person who don't need no man if she was just gonna do a complete 540? That's 180 plus 360. Yeah, she did a whole spin. Although an overly simple explanation of both SA1 Amy and Heroes Amy may seem like the same thing, examining the true nature of both will have you see the differences. Amy in Sonic Adventure was a girl who was a little attached to the old times. I forgot that she always had the chance to show the world what she was made of, instead of, you know, just being the biggest Sonic fan in the world. Or if anything, just a friend. Amy in Sonic Heroes was a borderline stalker with zero upsides. Amy can do things for herself, yet she still says stuff like, "Sonic,
This time there's no way out of marrying me.
I mean, look at this man. He's scared for his life. I'd say she's bordering yandere, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I just want to mention that in Sonic CD, Sonic was basically an I gotta do what I gotta do mentality when it came to Amy, but it gradually became more of an I gotta get away from this woman thing. She's what my generation would call stalker coded, or in other words, a problem. Amy's character would continue to be in this strange state of a strange obsession that even classic Amy would have to take a step back and say, oh.
Hey guys, it's me, Hawks. I'm just here to say that if you don't subscribe to the Instntrmn YouTube channel, you're next. Twice was first, and you're next. That is if you don't subscribe. So, tread lightly.
Oh what, you couldn't understand what I just said in a fraction of a second. Fine, I'll slow it down for you. Knuckles was a secondary antagonist of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, occasionally messing around with Sonic and or Tails until Hidden Palace Zone, where he's essentially said, "You've gone too far, your road ends here," and then gets whooped. At the beginning, it's unclear why he's doing it until the cutscene afterward, where you can connect the dots to see that Robotnik tricked Knuckles into thinking that we're here to steal the Master Emerald. But it was the opposite. So because Knuckles is weak, he tells Sonic to go get the Master Emerald back. I imagine this is a memory he looks back on fondly, finally getting to do something other than just patrol around the island. Sonic Adventure keeps this going with Knuckles being forced into another adventure by Chaos, who I guess was just hanging out inside the Master Emerald. He is very defensive of the Master Emerald. I mean, what would he be doing otherwise? He's sort of like an older brother to it, so he's very reluctant to even leave the island. But he resolves that the quicker he does it, the quicker he can go back home. Although he is still as gullible as he was in Sonic 3, being fooled into thinking that Sonic had malicious intents with the Chaos Emeralds that he had, even though Eggman was the one who stole the Master Emerald in the past and controls the being who broke the Master Emerald in the first place. But sure, let's fight the person who saved the world from the person who stole the Master Emerald, which happens to be the person you're siding with. Regardless of the world's state at the moment, Knuckles is just trying to get back to his duties on Angel Island. In Sonic Adventure 2, Knuckles starts off in an altercation with Rouge the Bat about the Master Emerald. Eggman tries to steal the Master Emerald as a last resort from trying to track the Chaos Emeralds. But Knuckles, knowing that he can put it back together now, shatters it. As one does, Knuckles seemed a bit more willing to go off on a journey with Tails, Sonic, and Amy, like he's warmed up to them. He also warms up to Rouge after their last altercation, or at least he tries not to disrespect her, since there's no more bad blood between them. Unlike Adventure 1, Knuckles doesn't leave immediately. He stays around to talk with everyone. I think, at least. We only see him with Rouge, but Knuckles is definitely more friendly than in Sonic 3, or even Adventure. That's some growth. Knuckles the Echidna, the guardian of the Master Emerald. Wait, what? He's not? That can't be right. Oh no, I guess he isn't. What happened? I mean, he's just with Tails in this random desert for no apparent reason. And even if Knuckles is there because of the letter Eggman sent, why on earth would he even agree to go? Remember, he has never decided in the past to leave Angel Island unless he has to, and the only reason he had to was when the Master Emerald was involved. He also seems too jarring from his usual self, as if the shy, quiet type were to become loud and friendly. Knuckles puts his faith in Sonic's abilities when the situation has nothing to do with him, but in this situation, Knuckles has no business when he's possibly putting the world at stake by leaving the Master Emerald unattended. At this point, he should expect that Eggman would try to steal it, but I guess everyone's off their game in this game. Along with this, he got relegated to being a stupid character. Although he was a little dim, he wasn't Sonic, how do I tie my shoes? Sonic, I can't read. Sonic, I've been stripped from everything to my name, and I'm not even smart enough to complain about. Knux was stuck in this stupid and reckless state. Was that better? Miles, Tails, Prower. In his early days, he was a bright-eyed child who wanted to prove himself to his new best friend, becoming a smarter and braver version of himself. Like in Sonic Adventure, he thinks about asking for Sonic's help, but realizes it's a life or death situation and takes it upon himself to save the day. Yet, over time, he got shoved further and further to the sidelines. I mean, so did the other characters, but it sucks more for Tails because he was in just about every adventure, and he was also the second playable character. Sonic Forces is responsible for essentially resetting Tails to how he was before he met Sonic, which I feel has to be some sort of debt the writers have to pay off. I will say though, he wasn't as egregious of a change as the others were. It was still bad though. From brave and smart to just smart. I guess not smart enough to remember that this isn't you. I plan on making another video exploring other Sonic characters, but for now, like and subscribe or else your gravity will be set to negative.